Hello, friends. I'm Heidi with Onigo Stamping, and welcome to my craft corner. I am so excited that you are here with me tonight for a little bit of a sneak peek. I got some brand new products in this week, and I want to just share them with all of you and let you know how you can get your hands on them when they become available in November, or even how you can get your hands on them right now. So we're going to talk about that as we go. But I'm going to go ahead and flip around my camera so we can get started looking at these products. So, and of course, I have cards to share with you because you guys, I always have cards to share, don't I? Let me see if I can pick the right one. There we go. All right. So this is the Fitting Florets bundle. Oh, you know what? Before I get started, I'm so excited about these products that I just wanted to jump in and start sharing them. But if you are here and watching live, leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here and watching. Let me know where you're watching from. If you are joining me for the replay, welcome to you as well. I'm so glad you are here and catching this replay later. So leave a comment too, because I like to know that you guys watch the replays. So, all right, let's talk about the Fitting Florets Collection. Now, this is a collection. I don't know what the difference is between a collection and a suite. It's a bunch of products that they've put together, but this is a collection. Some of it is going to be available in the the January to June mini catalog. I can't ever get the names right. Hi, how are you? Hello, Karen. Hello, Robin. Welcome. Oh, from Australia. And is it Rush that is here? All right. So glad you guys are here. So some of this is going to be available in the January to June mini catalog. Some of it is only going to be available starting in November and while supplies last. And I'm going to tell you which is which. Hi, Yolanda. I can't talk tonight, y'all. So the first I'm going to show you is the framed florets stamp set and the framed florets dies. Now notice this. Hey, I want to just show this to you. Look at this. They gave them the same name. They gave them the same name. If you've never noticed Stampin' Up stuff, usually the dies have a different name from the stamp set. They are finally changing it. They are now going to have the same name if they go together. So this is going to be the framed florets bundle, and this will be available starting in, well, it'll be available November 1st, but it's going to be in the January to June mini catalog. What I love about this, so it has some florals and stuff. The florals, they're okay. They're not, I'm going to be honest, they're not my favorite flowers. But what I love are the sentiments, and I loved the mixed fonts on these sentiments. I just think they're so, I don't know, I think they're so pretty. Great for birthdays and thank yous and all sorts of different things, different celebrations. So that's really cool. What I really, really, really love though is the dies. Let me show you these dies. They're very cool. There's a couple of these big oval frames. There's a couple more here too. And these cut all different ovals and stuff, and they're really, really cool. So that's fun. All right, now the pieces that are only going to be available in November and while supplies last is the Frame and Festive stamp set. Now this is a holiday, a Christmas greeting set. And it's only going to be available in November and December. It coordinates with the dies. It coordinates with the stamp set. It coordinates with the paper. And I just think it is a fabulous sentiment set for the holidays. Oh, I'm getting some bad, my camera's being weird. All right. I think it's going to be great for making some easy Christmas cards. And that's what I'm going to show you tonight is how to make some easy Christmas cards with this, because I think it is fabulous. I love it. I wish that I had gotten this before I designed Christmas cards for this fall, because I think it's fabulous. I don't know. I love it. All right. And then the pattern paper. So this is the Fitting Florets pattern paper. And this is the side with all the florals. Now, honestly, y'all, you know, I'm honest. I'm going to be honest with you again. The pink flowers, not my favorites. But I love this look of the Night of Navy, the forest foliage, and the balmy blue together. It's just so sharp. And I love this one too, right here. Oh, so pretty. And I love this one too. All right. And when you turn them over, you just get some really good, nice, kind of solid-y, not solid, but, you know, tone on tone patterns. So really, really pretty. I love this one too. I don't know why. Anyway, and a gingham. Who doesn't love gingham? So that's really cool. And then the other thing that is in the collection, and that's only available starting in November and while supplies last, are these little swirls. What are they called? They're called gold adhesive back swirls, and I'm going to use them tonight. And they're just like gold dots with a swirl on the top. I don't know how to explain that. You love the look of those frame and festive sentiments. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. All right. So before I get started, I do want to show you, I have already mounted some of these, but I want to show you, since this is a new set and I don't always have new stamps to be able to show this to you, I want to show you how I put my stamps together. Actually, I might show you 2 ways to put the stamps together, because there is the way that Stampin' Up says to put the stamps together, and then there is the way that I usually put the stamps together. So I'm going to start with Stampin' Up's method. Their method is you take off the paper from the sticker sheet, okay? And you have the sticker just sitting like that. And then you take the stamp like this, and you peel the backing off the stamp. And then you put this, this is making me nervous. You put this right in that hole. All right, and you pick up the sticker that way. So that is, and then you peel it off. That is Stampin' Up's method for putting the sticker on the back of here. Let me show you the way I like to do it. I think I get a better placement with this way. What I do is I actually reach in here and I get the whole sticker off. Pull that whole sticker off. And I put it right on my clear block and push it down. And then I come in and I peel off the paper. I can get it. Of course, it's going to be persnickety now. I peel off that paper just like this. Normally it's not this hard. And then I pull out my stamp. So here's my stamp. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I just love these. These sentiments are great. And they're nice. They're a good size. So, all right. And then I pull off the back and I put my stamp down on my table. And then I turn this over so I can see through the stamp. And you can see the edges of the sticker. And I kind of, anchor my hands pretty well on the table so I can kind of twist and turn this and get it lined up before I set it down and give it a good smush. And that is how I like to put my stickers on. So when you take the stickers off the first time, that cling is going to be really, really sticky. So you want to make sure that you get your fingernail right underneath there before you pull it off, because you could rip your stamp right off the foam, and you don't want to do that. All right, I'm going to put that away because we're not actually going to use it. We're going to get on to the good stuff. Let's get on to the good stuff. Let's start making a card. So let me see. Where do I want to start? I'm going to start with a piece of balmy blue. This is a piece of balmy blue. It is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm going to use some balmy blue ink. And I will be honest, balmy blue is not a color I use very often. But on these cards, I can't believe how sharp it looks with the forest foliage. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this to here. Now, while I am stamping, I'm going to tell you how you could get these fabulous stamps now instead of waiting all the way until November, because that's still a few weeks away, a couple weeks away, right? Plus, you could get a really good deal on them too. So if you've been around a while, you know, the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit is an amazing deal. And during the month of October, instead, you can get $155 worth of products for only $99. $155 worth of product, whatever you want, for only $99. And you could choose to get this whole collection or just part of the collection. Okay, so the whole collection or even just part of the collection. And then, you know, whatever else you want, it's really up to you. But you can put this collection on in your starter kit right now. Starting now, here in October, you can get it. You do not have to wait until November. So I think that's really awesome. So I think this would be a great, great set to make some Christmas cards. And I'm going to show you some super easy Christmas cards When I'm done, I have additional samples, and I'm using some different paper with these same stamps, and just some really simple Christmas cards. So I'm going to share those with you too. So I started just by stamping that fa la 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 with the balmy blue on the balmy blue. And I have a piece of, let me see, I have a piece of the pattern paper, and I love this pattern. This is 1¼ inches by 5 inches. And this is that forest foliage with a balmy blue pattern on it. It's sharp. It's sharp. I think because, it's that dark color with the light color. And it pops. So I'm just going to adhere this. Maybe if I can get my glue started. I think I have to get out some new glue pretty soon here, because I'm spending a lot of time tapping this. Sometimes if you tap it, it just helps get the glue down into the tip, so it'll come out. All right. So I'm going to put this on the left side. Just pop that over there. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. All right, now I'm going to use one of my favorite things. This is not in the collection, but y'all know this is one of my favorite things. This is the Elegant Trim. So pretty. Some gold cord. I'm going to grab my paper snips that are for ribbon. And I'm going to start by just cutting a piece that's a little bit longer than my card, because I'm going to do a cheater method on this, because I know you guys always complain about making bows. So I'm going to do a little cheater bow on here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take some Scotch tape, because I always keep Scotch tape on my craft table. And I'm just going to tape this on here. So I'm going to double check that it is where I want it. Beautiful. And we'll just tape this down instead of tying it. All right. And then I have a piece of the forest foliage, and it is 5 1/8 inch by 3 7/8 inch. So basically it's just 1/8 bigger on both sides. So it's going to make a super skinny border, which I like super skinny borders. I like to mix and match my borders. So if I do multiple borders, which you guys know I like to layer things. When I do multiple borders, I like to have a thin, like a super skinny border with a thicker border. It's kind of my go-to. So the balmy blue was a 1/2 inch smaller than my card front on both sides. And then this is just 1/8 bigger. So that means, I don't know, 3/8. So I can't do math. I can't do math. I move in increments. All right. So that's just going to go right on there. Oh, let's cut out some pieces from the die cuts. Before I do that, I have some forest foliage. Now, we're going to make these die cuts easy to glue down, because I'm thinking today. And I'm using the adhesive sheets. So these are the adhesive sheets. I'm going to pull one of these little squares, rectangles, I guess they are, off. And I am going to pop it on. I always don't like the first rectangle. I'm going to pop it on my forest foliage right there. And then I'm going to take a second piece, and I'm just going to line that up and pull it down. I'm going to grab my other paper snips that are for paper and just cut that off, because I don't need it. So just like that. And this is going to give us a sticky back on our die cuts, which is what I always forget. I don't know about you, but I always forget to use the adhesive sheets with my teeny tiny die cuts. But I remember it today. All right, so I'm going to grab my cutting plate, which still has little pieces on it from me having made cards. All right. And I'm just going to cut this out, put on my second plate over top, and run this through my machine. slide that through. And now, I'm just going to do this again. I'm going to go ahead and just run this through on the other side. I'm realizing as I am sitting here talking to you that I have not yet put the supply list for this up. So when we are done tonight, I'm going to pop over and I'm going to put together the supply list. And I'm going to link that in the description to this video. So we'll come back and do that for you. Sorry about that. I kind of got sidetracked today. I was making things. I was making more samples for you. So, all right, there's our die cuts. And I'm going to start with the first one. Pull this out. It will come out. Just kind of stuck there because of the adhesive sheets. I don't want to. All right, now this one, I do want it to be just a little bit shorter. So I'm actually going to just take my snips and I'm going to cut it apart. We're going to get rid of this bottom part. Zoop, off it goes. Now I can come in and pull off the sticker sheet on the back. And this is going to just leave the back nice and sticky. And a lot of times the centers will come right out with it. So this one didn't. We'll just pop it out. So this, I think I'm going to put it right there. There we go. And then we're going to take the other one and put this next to it. So tell me what you guys think about this new set. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it not your style? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you like the paper? I'm just in love with the colors. So, all right, get all these bits off the back. That back was like on the cut bit, so it's kind of like they're all stuck in there. I don't know what I'm saying. Get those centers out. Now this is going to come down just a little bit further on the front here. They're going to overlap a little bit. And this I'm just going to put in here. So there I have those two sprigs on there. You're loving the color combination? Me too. It's my favorite part. All right, so this is coming along. Our card's almost done. I have a little piece of, hi Danielle. I have a little piece of basic white. This is 1¼ inch by 2½ inches. And it's got a little schmutz on part of it. I'm going to start with some Evening Evergreen. Have I been saying forest foliage this whole time? Y'all, I mean Evening Evergreen. Forest foliage is a color we used to have ages and ages ago, and it was very close to this Evening Evergreen. Sometimes that happens to me. My brain just goes in the wrong directions. You got the die and the stamps yesterday. Oh, I am loving them. All right, so I'm going to ink up the Merry Christmas in the Evening Evergreen. Evening Evergreen, y'all. All right, and I'm going to stamp the Merry Christmas down here towards the bottom, just like that. And then I'm going to grab that Balmy Blue again. A little Balmy Blue. You were wondering what forest foliage, but I can't even say it. It's Evening Evergreen. It's easier to say. All right, so I'm going to ink up the Fa La 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 with the Balmy Blue, and we're just going to stamp it over top of the Merry Christmas. So those probably could have been a little bit closer together, but oh well. And then I have a little piece of Evening Evergreen that is, what did I say? 1 3/8 by 2 5/8. I think, doing math in my head. It's 1/8 inch bigger than the piece of white on both sides. And I'm going to put this on a piece of Balmy Blue that is 1/2 inch bigger than the white on both sides. So it is 1 3/4 by 3 inches. The math is hard. All right, we'll just put on some multi-purpose glue. And we're going to pop this on the front too. go. So much fun. All right, and this is going to go in here over top of that, but I do want to, okay, so I am putting a bow on here. Even though I didn't tie it, I am going to make a bow. So let me, when I cut my ribbon, I just like fake a bow and then cut a little extra. So like I like to do with this cord, I'm just going to pull this out the center. There's like a center, can you see that? There's a center string in there. And I just like to take that out because the cord is kind of stiff. And by taking that string out, it makes the cord less stiff. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out one piece of the twine too, or one piece of the gold as well, because that's going to make it even less stiff. And that just makes it easier to tie, and it makes like the knot in the center a little bit tighter, I think. So, oh my gosh, you guys, my husband is making brownies right now and I can smell them. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for this live to get over. I mean, I'm not excited because I like hanging out with all of you, but there's brownies in my future. I'm excited about that. All right, so I have that. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to go ahead and tie this in a bow. And I hold the ends kind of loosely in my hands and then pull. And that way they don't just go running at the same time. Eventually you have to kind of let them go a little bit, but I kind of hold them, keeps them put until you want them to move. So there we go. We're just going to tie a nice bow. Now I like to put this on here where it would be, because even though it's fake, I like it to look like it could be feasible. And let's see. Those bows are maybe a little bit big. I'm going to take them down just a tad. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to grab my, you're welcome, Karen. I'm going to grab my mini glue dots, and there's little glue dots on here. They're hard to see. I know you probably can't see that, but there's teeny tiny glue dots on there. I just smush the center into the glue dot and then peel it off. And then I'll just take that and stick this right here. And this way I can control which direction my bow is going. So it goes the way I want it to go and not the way it wants to go. And then we're going to add the fa-la-la to the top of this. I'm going to use some dimensionals for this, of course. Of course. I'm going to start by just putting a baby mini over here so it's ready. And then the other ones I think will be okay. Probably could have even used a full one over here. That's okay. We'll put another mini right here. All right. And then the other three corners are going to get the full size dimensionals, and we'll just pull those backs off. I just use my fingers tonight because there's not very many of them. Put those all in the trash before they go running around my house and get stuck to my cat. And then this just goes right on the front. I'm going to trim up my tails a little bit. And then I'm going to find my Take Your Pick tool. And since I've taken the string out of the middle, this won't work very well if you haven't taken the string out, but since I've taken the string out, you can just kind of get your Take Your Pick tool, poke it in there, and then it just kind of pulls out and unravels pretty easily. And I just like to unravel the ends. I think it's kind of fun. Just do that again over here. Give that a little squishy. Down, there we go. So pretty. It's coming together. It's almost done. All right. I have a piece of balmy blue. This is 8.5 by 5.5, just my regular card size. I scored it at 4 1/4. Now I'll go ahead and fold this in half and find my bone folder and give it a good squish so it's nice and folded. And then this is going to go on the front. And then we're gonna add some of those swirl embellishments too, because they're so pretty. They're so sparkly and shiny. I love metallics. Metallics are just so much fun. I almost did the die cuts out of metallic, but I decided to go with the evening evergreen. All right, come on. I think I get another bottle. You love this card. Oh, I'm so glad. And I have more cards to share with you too. So, oh, come on. All right, we're going to call this one done, I think. There we go. All right, so this is going to go on the front. So cute. And then we're going to do the inside. And what do I want to do for the inside? I don't know. Let's see. I was thinking I still had some of the paper sitting here, but I don't see it. So that's kind of my favorite trick for the inside, is especially when I don't have like a really good stamp that I want to stamp. I'll just grab the pattern paper. I thought I had a little strip here, but I don't see it. So I'll just cut a little strip. And I just like to do like just a little, you know, like a 1/4 inch piece or a 1/2 inch piece, whichever. And it just kind of adds a nice little touch to the inside of the card. So just pop that on there. Oh, Karen, thank you. I'm so glad you guys like this. Oh, too much glue, too much glue. We got way too much glue on this. I gotta grab, I'm just gonna sponge off some of this glue because there's way, way too much glue on there. That would have smooshed everywhere. It would have been gushing all over the place. All right. So we'll just add this to the bottom as a little strip. And this is a great way to use up the scraps. Normally I just have some scraps that I use, but so this can go on the inside. Thought that bottle was mostly empty too, but it had been kind of just sitting in my craft basket for a while, and it was ready to go. So, all right. So there's the inside of my card, and now let's add some of those fun. Let's add some of the fun gold swirls. Yes, because I love these. And what I'm going to do, so on these little green, I don't know, what are they? They're like sprigs. I don't know what they are. There's like little spots which might be berries, and these are perfect for adding some little gold accents. So I'm just going to pop those right over top. And I'm not going to do them on all of them. I'm just going to add like 3. So there we go. Isn't that fun? Oh, so cute. So beautiful. So there's that one. Let me show you the other cards I got to share with you. Now, I'm going to show you the ones that I did on Tuesday too, just in case you guys didn't see Tuesday's video. So we'll look at the ones from Tuesday. So this is using the framed florets stamp set, okay, with the flowers and the birthday wishes and just a really simple card. And then I did that same design with the Christmas. So just to make 2. All right. This one is really cool. All right. And this doesn't, you can't, there you go. We'll hold it up. So what I did with this one is I cut out a whole bunch of those die cut pieces like I did on the other. And I just added the evening evergreen on top of the evening evergreen to just give it a subtle background. And then I added some of the distressed gold. I cut it out of the distressed gold too. It's really pretty. I think it's prettier in person than what it is showing maybe on the screen. So now I want to show you, I made 3 other cards using different designer series paper. Because what I did is I thought, if you wanted to make Christmas cards, right? You wanted to make Christmas cards this year and you are just brand new and starting out. I looked at it and you could get for under 100, for that 155 to get the starter kit right now, which means you would spend $99 and get free shipping. You could get this framed and festive stamp set, 2 packages of colored cardstock, a package of white cardstock, a package of designer series paper, a package of envelopes, and adhesive, a paper trimmer, the clear block D that you would need to stamp all those sentiments, and a couple embellishments. And all of that would come to under that $155 mark. So you could get everything you needed to make some really quick and easy Christmas cards for $99 plus free shipping, which is an amazing deal. So definitely something to think about. But this is with the painted Christmas designer series paper, which I think is so pretty and just really simple. All I stamped was the sentiment and put on some layers and some of that designer series paper. This one is with that same painted Christmas designer series paper. And here I use the fa la 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 la, fa la la in the background as well. And just kind of gave it a different look. So all of these are kind of using all the same materials on them because I wanted to show you what you can do and kind of, do a lot of different stuff. So this one I did in red, the red with the shaded spruce. And this one I didn't use any designer series paper on. So you could even make really cute cards, simple, easy cards without even designer series paper. I just stamped the Noel all over the back and then put Noel and Merry Christmas on the front. Just a really easy, simple, easy Christmas card. So a really great deal. And I would love to help you get started, help you find that. Just, leave me a message. Let me know how I can help you. I'm going to put the link for that too in the description of this video. So if you're like, yes, I want that starter kit deal, I'm putting the link in the description of this video for you. Let me see. Anything else? A big thank you to all of you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I'm so glad that you came to tonight's live. I will be back again on Tuesday. Tuesday night, I will be live again at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Tuesday, I think this week is Fun Fold. So Stamp With Me Tuesday is going to be a fun fold. I'm going to give you the list of supplies. It'll be probably posted on the video on YouTube. So before it goes live, it'll be on the video on YouTube. I'm going to post it over in my Facebook group. And that is going to have the list of supplies for you. And then during my live event, you can make a card using your own supplies. I'm going to show you how to make a fun fold card. So it'll be a great evening. I'm excited to share with you guys. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope that you love this set as much as I do. And I hope to see you have a fabulous weekend. And I will see you back next week. Have a great night.